In the world of K-pop, you hear names like icon of the fourth generation or the perfect idol, and one person almost always comes to mind, Jang Won-young. But here's the thing, behind that flawless public image, there's a much darker story, one filled with insane pressure and scrutiny that's hard to even imagine.
So that's what we're going to dive into. We're going to pull back the curtain on the relentless machine behind the fame and ask a pretty tough question. What is the real price of creating and maintaining the perfect idol?
All right, so here's our roadmap. We'll start with her rise as an icon, then touch on the crazy pressure she faced from such a young age. We'll look at how tiny moments get twisted into huge controversies, the toll of the corporate machine, and then the really dark side of the internet. Finally, we'll see her incredible resilience through it all.
Okay, so first things first, you gotta understand just how huge of a star she is. Jang Won-young is a total phenomenon. She's a leading figure of K-pop's fourth generation, and a huge part of her fame, it comes from how she perfectly embodies Korea's demanding beauty standards. This perfection made her popularity explode, but it also painted a giant target on her back.
And what's wild is this was never the plan for her. Her career basically started by complete chance. She wasn't some kid dreaming of being an idol. Fame literally found her when she was just a middle schooler.
So get this, she's just 13 at her sister's graduation and gets spotted by an agent. After only a year of training, she's thrown into the high-pressure cooker of Produce 48, a totally brutal survival show. And what happens? She wins, takes first place, and becomes the center of the super popular group IZ*ONE at only 14. After they disbanded, she re-debuted at 17 with her current group IVE, and their fame just went to a whole other level.
But with that kind of insane fame comes this unbelievable level of scrutiny where literally the smallest, most normal things she does get dissected and blown up into these massive online scandals.
And I know this is going to sound completely ridiculous, but stick with me. A clip of her eating a strawberry with two hands went viral. The internet just exploded with people calling her a pick-me girl, which, if you don't know, is a really nasty way of saying someone is trying way too hard to be cute for male attention.
And of course, it didn't stop there. A little while later, another clip, this time of her eating pizza, sparked the exact same backlash. You start to see this pattern emerge of just constant, absurd criticism. But to really get what's going on, you have to understand a key piece of K-pop culture.
And that's this concept of ego. It's basically a performance of exaggerated cuteness that's baked into K-pop. And the thing is, this isn't usually something idols choose to do. It's a professional requirement demanded by their companies to appeal to fans. So the very thing she was being attacked for, it's literally part of her job description.
Okay, so the criticism went from just silly to straight-up malicious really fast. A video of her flinching when a kid got close in Spain. They labeled her a racist for it, completely ignoring that she's on record saying she startles easily. Then, a clip was cleverly edited to make it look like she insulted her bandmate, Liz. But when you see the full video, she was actually being super supportive. And this whole narrative, it just doesn't track with what people who've actually worked with her say. A writer for the show, Music Bank, even went public to say how kind and humble she is.
So you've got the public hate, right? But then there's this other layer of pressure. The relentless grind of the corporate machine itself. Her own agency has pushed her to some unbelievable limits. So, 7. What is that? Well, that is the number of stitches Wonyoung needed in her arm after she got hurt while filming a music video.
So, the director of the music video actually talked about this. He said that after she was rushed to the ER, got 7 stitches, she came right back to the set to finish filming. I mean, performing intense choreography that had to be painful. It just shows you not only her incredible professionalism, but also the insane expectation in this industry to just keep going, no matter what.
If you want to picture the pace she's forced to keep, just look at this. It's a little snapshot of her solo activities from December 2023. In just a few days, she hosts an award show in the Philippines, flies to South Korea to host and perform at a festival, attends 2 fan signs the next day, and then flies to China. And you got to remember, that's just her solo stuff. It's on top of everything she does with her group, IV.
So, as if all of that wasn't enough, the public scrutiny, the corporate pressure, Wonyoung has also been the target of something way, way darker: organized cyberbullying and even criminal exploitation. Now, this story actually has a rare bit of good news. There was this YouTube channel called Jang that basically built a whole platform on spreading vicious rumors about idols, and Wonyoung was one of their main targets. They even paid people to write hate comments. But her agency, Starship, actually fought back hard. They filed a lawsuit that ended with the channel getting deleted and its creator, reportedly a woman in her 40s, actually getting sentenced to prison.
But winning in court doesn't just magically erase all the emotional damage, right? During that period of intense hate, she was on a video call with a fan. The fan started telling her how much she meant to them, how she'd helped them through tough times, and Wonyoung was so moved she just started to cry. It was this really raw, rare moment where you could see the toll all of this was taking on her.
But honestly, the hate campaigns were just the tip of the iceberg. This number here, over 400,000? That's how many members were in a network of criminal chat rooms that the police uncovered.
Yeah, these were Telegram chat rooms, part of what's known as the nth room phenomenon. It was a digital crime ring that created and passed around sexually explicit deepfakes of women. Over 200 female K-pop idols were targeted. Their faces were digitally slapped onto explicit material. And look, this is so much bigger than just a celebrity problem. It's a terrifying example of how technology can be weaponized. And of course, because of her massive fame, Jang Won-young was a top target.
So, after all of that, the public hate, the insane pressure from her company, the criminal harassment, what's truly mind-blowing is the strength and professionalism she still shows the world every single day.
And maybe the best person to speak on this is her own bandmate Liz. She said, "The member I want to learn from is Wonyoung. Even with her personal schedule, she comes to practice every day and never complains. I've never even seen her look tired." I mean, coming from someone who sees her behind the scenes, that's just, wow. What a testament to her work ethic.
So in the end, Wonyoung's story isn't really just about her. It's more like a case study, a really shocking one, that exposes the massive pressures of the entertainment industry and the frankly dangerous new realities of our online world, especially for young women in the public eye. And that brings everything back around to the big question, but this time it's for us. It really makes you think, doesn't it? As the people who watch the videos and read the comments, to what extent are we, you and me, responsible for these impossible pressures we place on celebrities? It's definitely something worth thinking about.